Hey there, welcome to PixelDie. My name is Charlie and today I'm going to be playing Risk of Rain 2. This is me re-recording the intro because due to mic issues, I was unable to record the intro. So what I said originally is that I've never played Risk of Rain 2, and these are going to be my first impressions. I played a lot of Risk of Rain 1, but this one is, of course, 3D, which is an enormous departure, and I'm sure they've added and modified a lot of things. So I just wanted to clarify that the footage is my first time playing it. I was able to collect or record audio for that, so even though this over here, this logbook having the big new word on it suggests that I've played this game before, you will be seeing my first impressions and how I got all of these items. It's not pretty. It was a rough first couple of playthroughs, so please join me as we watch me fumble along these first couple of plays. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright, so let's see. X jumps. Whoa, was something already firing at me? What do we got? Okay, so it looks like R2 is just like my basic attack. I don't have a double jump. Okay, so it's showing me now. So R2, L2. Okay, so it's like a piercing shot. L1 is my roll. What is R1? R1 is a rapid fire barrage that appears to stun enemies. Whoops. There we go, that's what I meant to do. Okay. Sprint to get around the map. Okay. What the? Alright, so how do I... How? Do I shoot it? No. It's a little frustrating, I'm sure. So it's the middle button? No, what? Alright, so for those watching, my problem right now is that I don't know how to pick up what's in this chest. It looks like there's a way to examine it, but I've tried pressing X. I've tried pressing square. I've tried pressing circle, triangle. If you'll see on the bottom, there is a little chest symbol, and it looks like it's asking me to press the pad. So I've tried that. That did not work. I think it's unfortunately going to be very important for me to figure out how to open chests. Let's see. So, in the original, in part 1, you couldn't open certain chests unless you could pay for them. So I am wondering if that might have been what I was doing wrong. I don't know. Let's see. So these guys. Yep, so these cost money. So this is clear. Where is my money, though? Obviously, I have 0, but I would just like to know where, it's keeping track of my money. Is it that number on the bottom left? Perhaps? Oh my god, is there fall damage? There sure is. It's not too bad. Now, from the original, if I'm not mistaken, this will summon a boss, which I don't think I want to do yet. I have not found any items. 1 lunar. Alright, so you can do the air roll, or the roll wall in the air, which is neat. Is there critical damage for headshots? It doesn't look like it. It looks like wherever I shoot, I'm doing 11 damage to this bro, so... Okay. 1 items. You know, I play a lot of video games. You wouldn't know it from how horrible this is going. Why can I not pick up this item? I am at this point mashing buttons. I'm about to Google, how do I pick things up? Okay, do I have like a legend? Let's see, settings, controller. Okay, blah blah, vibration, jump, interact, sprint. Ping, info, special. Okay, according to this, square is interact. I could swear I've been mashing all buttons, including square, to no avail. So let's try this again. Alright, well, everyone's seeing my first impressions. I mean, I have a general idea of what this game is like. The original aesthetically was very similar, except that, of course, it was a smaller scale and 2D. The game just progressively gets harder and harder as time goes on. And it's got a very, Binding of Isaac. It's just like a roguelike, but things can get completely out of hand. You can become incredibly powerful if you're lucky. Which I feel like is the appeal of most roguelikes. I mean, if there wasn't that possibility, then they wouldn't be as fun. Okay, so this thing costs $30. That is an amount of money I do not have. There doesn't really seem to be anything in the form of an auto lock on. You just kind of have to old school strife these enemies and try to keep the cursor on them using the R3 stick. So, pretty classic shooter controls. What's not pretty classic is my inability to open things. Okay, so move fast out of combat. Okay, progress. We've found our first item. All it does is it allows me to walk faster when I'm outside of combat. So were those things that oh god, that I was examining, were those just not chests? But didn't they say item? I am highly confused about what I was doing wrong, and I've committed myself to killing this golem. It's going to happen. Yep, and now I think I'm just gonna get on out of here. Does not appear that there's stamina, so that's good. Gain a recharging shield. Dope. Alright, so I'm starting to suspect that whatever I was examining, it just so happens that the things that I ran into in my first 2 games were not actually chests. They looked like chests. I could have sworn they said, something like item on them, but I guess they were not what I thought they were. What is this? What is this token? A lunar coin. Alright, I am taking mad damage. I was entertaining the possibility, ouch, of sacrificing some HP at these machines. It looks like they suck up some of your HP, probably give you an item. I feel like there were similar things in the original. But I am not doing too hot, so wow, that is a lot of enemies. I need to get out of here. So on the bottom left we can see some of my HP is now blue. Presumably that is my shield energy. And I have no real idea whatsoever of where I'm going, so we're just going. $30, I'll do it. What do you give me? Killing enemies sets nearby enemies on fire. God, these things are relentless. They have great aim. They hit hard. Just getting pelted from every direction. And we're still on the easy setting. Alright, it's gonna be a while till I figure out. Probably should be using roll a lot more than I am. What do we got? What do we got? Reduce incoming damage while sprinting. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's got like a little Captain America shield situation going on now. Little buckler. Oh, is this what will summon the boss? Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna die, but, you know. C'est la vie. We're learning what's going on here. School of Hard Knocks. So in the original, Beetle Queen? Yeah, basically, you had to survive an onslaught until the boss arrived, and then you had to kill said boss in order to be able to progress. Okay, yeah, so it does look like it's similar. It looks like it's loading. That must be the queen. Ooh, lady, you ugly. Alright, let's pelt this thing. I need to get a better feel. She just barfed on me, you know, it's... Wow, she murdered me. Alright, so we have unlocked nothing so far, but that was the furthest I've gotten so far, and I would like to keep that trajectory going. We'll continue to improve. This is why these kinds of games are so addictive. You just always want to do one more run. So let's see, what do we got? Yeah, that enemies, I feel like it's very difficult, or it seems to be very difficult to dodge a lot of these attacks. They're almost like in MMOs when you like lock on to something. Are you seeing that? Like this thing just, it doesn't matter that I was sprinting at my top speed, it just boop, got me. So it's kind of like MMO rules where you're locked onto something and it's not really about aiming, it's just about dealing damage over time. At least that seems to be how they work. That's not how my attacks work. What do we got here? 17 cents for a possible item. Equipment are powerful. Equipment are powerful activated items. What does that mean? That is English? Man, everything costs money. I mean, I get it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, everything costs money in the real world, but all these chests I'm finding, all these things on the floor, I gotta pay for them. Not a fan. In my day, when you found a chest, its contents were yours for free. The old Finder's Keeper law. And I've killed all these enemies, and all I made was 34 cents. Chance to bleed enemies on hit. Ooh. Oof, oof. Alright, oh no! I was about to say let's get out of here. I think that one might have been an elite unit. Alright, we're gonna do one more run, and that will conclude my first impressions. I will, of course, continue playing this game. It looks pretty rad, and I played a lot of the first one, but I really just wanted to record just how user-friendly this game is, or, you know, how unfriendly, because I remember the original being very unfriendly. Roguelikes tend to be like that. I mean, to this day, even though I've played The Binding of Isaac, for instance, probably over 1,000 hours total, you know, all the different versions, because I've got it on Vita, I have it on PC, on Steam, I have it on PS4, I have, like, with expansions, without expansions, Blood of the Lamb, or whatever it's called, Wrath of Lamb. of God, Metallica, Anthrax, you know, just random band names. Anyway, my point is, to this day, I still sometimes refer to this app I have that tells you what an item does, because occasionally I'll just encounter an item that I haven't seen in months, or it'll look very similar to another item, so just to be sure. I keep forgetting I can sprint. That was not... Ooh, a turret. Okay, you know what? I want this turret. So, in the original, you could buy turrets, you could find and fix, rehabilitate turrets or whatever, and they would follow you around and they would be an ally, and eventually they would break because they would have a limited amount of health. So I wonder if activating this turret only activates it here? Oh boy, this has got to be an elite unit. Yeah. Oh no! I did not think that was gonna happen. Looks like he dies and attacks. Okay, you are rad. Please tell me I can take you somewhere. Oh my god, really? No? So it's kind of a stand your ground situation. Well, you know what, let's stand by our turret for a little while here. Get as much money. Is there EXP in this game? In the original there was. Yeah, there sure is. So that little blue bar above my health on the bottom left presumably is my EXP. Whoa. Did you see that turret levitate that enemy with gunfire? That was pretty funny. Yeah, so overall this is a disappointment. I mean, I'm basically getting my money back by sticking with turret over here, but the fact that I can't take them with me, square, triangle, nope. Alright, well, it was fun. I wish we could stay together. Maybe there are different kinds, maybe some will follow you. I found monies. Okay. Alright, so far these fellas are by far the most annoying. What do I get? Chance to attach bombs to enemies. I need to get better at using these abilities. Like, the most important thing about the original was using your abilities at the right time. And, still getting used to having to use those. Because it feels like a shooter, you know? Like, I'm strafing, I'm aiming in a 3D environment. It takes a lot more brain power, so I'm still not getting a feel for what my cooldown is on some of these abilities. Also, I did see the boss summoning rune. I did not miss that, but last time that didn't go so hot, so I was figuring maybe we wait till I get better items, but I don't know. The game seems to be very stingy this run on items. Oof. I'm gonna get out of here. Gotta dig. I mean, I guess maybe it's not for everyone. Is this an elite unit? It looks like it. You gotta dig these riffs. Whoever made the soundtrack for this game really loves that squeaky synthetic guitar. Ah! What the heck is this? Item. Alright, I have 147 simoleons. Can I get an item? Oh, I wish I had a melee attack. I just pressed reflexively. I pressed R3 to see if I could melee. It looks like I pinged the floor, which is probably an important feature if you're playing multiplayer. Not how I see myself playing this game. I've got some friends that'll play shooters like Overwatch. Don't detonate enemies on kill, but I don't know if any of my friends would be into this roguelike shooter situation. I think it's dope. I played a ton of the original, like I mentioned, but we'll see. Jury's still out on this one. Well, this is gonna hurt. Ooh. But I did see these items over here, so that's why I jumped. Do I have to pick one? Yeah, let's just pick mystery on. Since that, oh, is that a bra? Chance to critically strike, dealing double damage. Okay. So you know, something that comes standard in most games is a feature, adding the possibility of critical hits. Boy, am I taking... I'm just kidding. These will-o-wisps, or whatever they're called, these wisps, it's ridiculous. You can't dodge their attacks. Oh, it's my turret. Is that an item over there? Let's go for that. Yeah, it's basically like if you're within their range, you're taking damage. They don't need to aim. What is physics? What is trajectory? You take damage. Energy, sprint faster. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Good God. Drop a war banner when you level up. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I remember this item. Heck yes. Activate this turret. Help me out, bro. It's pretty generous with the aiming, at least. Like, they mostly behave like hit scan shots. What is this? I got a log. Entry. Whatever. Hurt myself? Pray to shrine? Sure. What? So did it betray me? Did it just summon monsters? Is that what happened? Oh, I appear to have leveled up. So this is the banner that I set down. Let's get this item over here. Wish I knew what anything was. Something health related. Receive delayed heal after taking damage. That's odd. So I guess I'll take damage and I'll heal. There's a lot going on, so I'm not really paying attention to my health bar. Can't really tell. What is this one lizard carrying? Die, friend. Alright, neat. Okay, so I'm starting to want to call the boss. I mean, none of these items are great. But I feel like I've scoured a decent... Why did I just level up? Is it my turret? Is it killing stuff? That's upsetting. I really wish I would have leveled up a lot closer to the boss. But maybe I can lead it back to that point. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Stone Titan. Run! What? No! What is this thing, though? 40 cents? What? I have 40 cents. Why can't I do it? What are you? Let me do it. I guess you can't activate it while there's a boss or something? I'm not sure what the fire red tentacles are indicative of. I'm sure it's a bad... Alright, let's get back into my level up zone. Jeez, dude, you seeing this? Brutal. This is me in my zone. I think it just like kind of increases all of your stats, I'm not sure. At least your damage output, I feel like, sees improvement. Oh. Yeah, these wisps are annoying like never before, now that they can just force you to look up and ignore all your no! What? What? Yeah, learning process is right. Holy crap, that thing just melted me. Note to self, don't get close to the stone titan. Alright, well those... Die 5 times. Alright, those were my first couple of playthroughs. I still am not sure what those items, those chests that I bumped into the first 2 times were. I could not figure out for the life of me how to interact with them. Then, after that, I don't think I bumped into them again, or maybe they required money and I just did not see their price, so I missed that. But that was fun, I'm not gonna lie. I want to get back in there. I want to try again. It seems like it's probably because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it's guaranteed that I don't know what I'm doing, but it does feel like it's way harder than the first one because I don't know, like the aiming, the amount of juggling you have to do is pretty brutal. It was a lot easier when it was 2D. Although I will say, I feel like I did not beat the first level's boss my first many tries, maybe my first 10 or 20 tries, until you really start figuring out which items do what, which ones you want to pick up, and you really pace yourself and get as many items as possible before encountering the boss. That makes it way easier, so it's going to be a learning process. Alright, so game seems fun so far. I'm giving it a thumbs up and I want to play more of it, so maybe I'll capture a few more playthroughs and we'll see if it's fun. Maybe I'll keep playing this for a while. Thank you for joining me on PixelDie. Again, my name is Charlie. Keep rolling.